Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack. Today is pack number 2 in my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2021 bundle. The focus of the video is what is your pick? As I crack the pack, I will discuss which card would be my pack 1, pick 1. My viewpoint will be from a very casual Magic the Gathering player perspective. It will be a kitchen table draft, having fun with friends opinion. So check out my preview video on my Core Set 2021 bundle. I've added the link to the preview video in the description below. Let's get our pack out. Today we are on pack number 2. Get the rest of the packs, move them out of the way. Let's get to cracking this pack. Okay, these are the Made in Japan English version. So I just want to check to make sure I don't have a foil. Okay, it looks like there's a foil, so I'm gonna have to go add card, land, foil, rare, 3 uncommons, then go rare, whoa, rare, foil. Okay, hopefully I got that all correct. All right, first card out of the pack is Basri's Acolyte, 4 mana, 2 and 2 white. It's Cat Cleric at 2/3. It has lifelink. When Basri's Acolyte enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures you control. In a white strategy, especially white-green, where +1/+1 counters matter, Basri's Acolyte comes in on turn 4. More than likely, you've got 2 creatures. You put +1/+1 counters on them. If you've got Conclave Mentor, now you're putting 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature. Great common, probably my favorite common in white. Next up is Gnarled Sage, 5 mana, 3 and 2 green, Treefolk Druid at 4/4. It has reach. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, Gnarled Sage gets +0/+2 and has Vigilance. I like it because it can block flyers, draw a second card, and give it +0/+2 and Vigilance, which is really nice to get in with a 4/6 attacker that probably won't die. And then on the backside, you have your 4/4 blocker. Next up is Teferi's Protege, 3 mana, 2 and a blue, Human Wizard, 2/3. You can pay 1 and a blue, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. A little bit more expensive looter. In a blue-green deck where you want to draw a second card, say to get Gnarled Sage going, it's an okay ability. Next up is Alchemist Gift, single black mana, instant. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink until end of turn. I love this combat trick. My creature may survive, it may not survive, but giving Death Touch and Lifelink gets me a little bit extra life. Next up is Henri Dilophosaur, 4 mana, 3 and a green. It's a dinosaur at 2/2. It has Death Touch. Whenever Henri Dilophosaur attacks, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Henri Dilophosaur gets +2/+2 until end of turn. 4 mana is a little expensive. A Death Touch 2/2, not bad. What really makes it impactful is having another creature with power 4 or greater. Makes it a 4/4 attacker with Death Touch. Next up is Walking Corpse, 2 mana, 1 and a black, zombie at 2/2, vanilla text. This is your 23rd card in your limited deck. Next up is Capture Sphere, 4 mana, 3 and a blue, enchantment aura, flash, enchant creature. When Capture Sphere enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So it's blue removal. You wait until they put out their big bomb, then you slap Capture Sphere on it. Next up is Rambunctious Mutt, 5 mana, 3 and 2 white. It's a dog at 3/4. When Rambunctious Mutt enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. 5 mana for a 3/4 seems to be a little bit slow. It could have the upside of entering the battlefield and taking care of maybe a Capture Sphere that's locked down one of my creatures. Next up is Burn Bright, 3 mana, 2 and a red. Instant, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If you're in that very aggressive red-white deck, you can go wide. You're going to have maybe 4 or 5 attackers. You play Burn Bright, it gets you the win because you've dealt enough damage. Next up is Archfiend's Vessel at 1 black mana. It's our first uncommon. It's a human cleric that has lifelink. When Archfiend's Vessel enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, exile it. If you do, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. I think that there's enough build around Unlimited to where you can have this in your graveyard and you can bring it back, get yourself a 5/5 flyer that's going to be hard to deal with. Next uncommon is Sanctum of Tranquil Light, single white mana, legendary enchantment shrine. You can pay 6 mana, 5 and a white, tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each shrine you control. I'm not as high on this one as I am the blue and the black shrines. I think those are more impactful to the board than this particular shrine. Our final uncommon is Aven Gagglemaster, 5 mana, 3 and 2 white. It's a bird warrior at 4/3. It has flying. When Aven Gagglemaster enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each creature you control with flying. In a couple of my blue-white flyers decks, this would have done some work. By the time it would have entered the battlefield, I probably would have been gaining 6 life with 2 flyers already out on the board, and it sees itself. Okay, our rare or mythic rare is going to be a Temple of Mystery. So one of the scry lands, Temple of Mystery enters the battlefield tapped. When Temple of Mystery enters the battlefield scry 1, you can tap it to add green or blue to your mana pool. I like the temples. They're cheap, rare, dual lands. I know that they enter the battlefield tapped, but scrying is a very useful mechanic. In comparison to the other dual lands that are more expensive, from a budget or casual perspective, being able to pick up a playset and smooth out the mana. Okay. And then if I counted right, there is a foil. Oh, cool. This is one of the cooler cards in the set, and I'm glad that I got a foil. Conclave Mentor, 1 green, 1 white, Centaur Cleric at 2/2. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on the creature instead. When Conclave Mentor dies, you gain life equal to its power. It is the backbone to the green-white +1/+1 counters deck. It is a signpost uncommon. Usually it's the first pick out of the pack, and then once you're able to pick it, there are enough +1/+1 matters cards in green and white going around that you can build a deck around it. Conclave Mentor, in my opinion, is one of the mythic uncommons. Okay, we have a Saproling and Scoured Barrens. Okay, my favorite card, or best card out of the pack, is going to be Conclave Mentor. It has been an absolute house in Limited. It plays really well with some of the commons like Pridemalkin and Basri's Acolyte. Once you've got Conclave Mentor on the board, if you're able to protect it with either Feat of Resistance or Ranger's Guile, pretty soon your offense builds up very quickly. I definitely think Conclave Mentor is the best uncommon in this set. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Take some time to tell me in the comment section what was your favorite card or best card out of the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack pack number 3 in my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2021 bundle in What Is Your Pick?